Hello everyone, B-Cross here, and today what I want to show you is how I built my all-in-one base. Now this is a base this area that I chose because it has two oil spots facing the same direction, so it's easy to do the two oil extractor trick on it. Now this specific spot is over here by minus 640, 270, but it is a really good spot. It's a flat area, it has a nice view. But this is going to be more functional than aesthetic, even though it has a pretty nice view. The first thing that I wanted to do is first I laid down the pallet box. I adjusted it where I want it to be so it's relatively flat and then encloses a good amount of good places to build. So the first thing we need to do is I already brought a bunch of our supplies. It's all in the container and then everything's set up. So now all I have to do, what I want to do first is build the oil extractors. And then from there, I'm going to build around it. Now, the way we do this, I want them to face towards each other. So I'm going to try to line it up so they're facing towards each other. Now I'm going to put the back ends to each other so it's back to back. And the way you do this trick is you look for the pointiest edge of the oil extractor, which is this one's going to be right here. So as you can see, all around the other side, it's kind of roundish with the exception of this part right here. This is like the sharpest area where it protrudes a lot furthest. So what you want to do is line up your crosshair with the center of the oil to this point right here. So from here, we're just gonna line it up a little bit. Is it lined up? No, we need to move over to the left. There we go. So I think that's lined up right there. So now what we're gonna do is start at the top and start inching our way down and trying to get it as high up as we can. Right here looks good. That looks pretty high up. And then we're going to right click and start walking down some more so we have the second one ready. So now we're just kind of waiting for it to turn blue. Let's see. Still. There we go. Now that's two of them right there. So let's the back side's facing each other. Now we want to rotate this and then do the same thing on this side. This is why I like this spot because the oil is facing the same direction. So what we're going to do is get our crosshair directly in the middle. Move up and try to adjust it to the top point of the oil. Start from the top, work our way down, try to inch a little bit. See if we can get a good spot. I think we need a little bit further back. There we go. That's the furthest back it's gonna go, and then we're just gonna try to inch our way till we get to the next spot. Let's see. Almost. Just wait until it turns blue. Oh, there we go. There, now we have all four oil extractors ready. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go and throw out our Anubis and then let's go ahead and bring out our other Anubises to get this built. So we're going to get this built and from here we're just kind of build around this. So what I want, so as you can see, we wanted to do a two-story resource gathering site. So this side over here is going to be all resources. So while they're building, I'm just going to explain a little bit. Oops, wrong one. What I wanted to do is get jet dragon. There we go. Got jet dragon. So around this section over here, this is going to be our resource point. So this is going to be all of our mining, all of our lumber, all of our stones. All of that's going to be on this side, especially our oil. So we're definitely going to have to do a lot of oil. Over here, we're going to do all of our farming food, ranching as well, just because it's all food related. Over here, we're going to do our breeding side. So we might be able to get one or two in here. And then on the bottom side right here is going to be all of our production. So all of the assembly lines as well as the crushers and all that stuff that's needed. Maybe we'll put the crushers on this side. So from here, all right, let's go ahead and put everyone away. I don't want them doing anything or starving. So I'm just going to put them out, put them away, leave them over there. And now from here, what we're going to do is build around this. So the first thing you want to do is lay out a foundation. So as usual, I'm going to stick with stone. So what I'm going to try to do is it's kind of off-centered, it's kind of angled, but that's okay. So we're going to maybe do this at an angle as well. So we're going to build a foundation going around it. So I think that's close enough. Let's go ahead and build this just like this. There we go. That looks good. So now we're kind of surrounding it. So this is going to be our point of area. So what we want to do is fully lay out the foundation. See how far we could go. Those as far as we could go to get to the edge. We could actually build right here as well, but that won't be too necessary. So we're just going to go and keep pushing this out. I think this is the furthest out we're going to go. We don't need to go through this area over here. Let's see, from here. does fit right there, but we probably won't use that edge part much at all. So we're just gonna lay it down and then remove as needed. We have to get rid of that rock over here, just because it's kind of in our way for building our foundation or our production resource side. Now over here, I'm gonna build out a little bit more because this is where we're gonna want to build the stairs. We're gonna put stairs up here, so we're gonna make it. We're gonna make sure it's too high. See, there we go. And before I put our pillars on the bottom, we're just gonna go ahead and lay this out. So right now the only point here is gonna be the stairs that's holding this up. So from here, we're just gonna keep continuing our foundation. So we're gonna have a lot of space for resources here. Come on. There we go. Let's just try to line it up with the ones on the bottom. Just to make it even. So once I put the pillars, it's gonna look nice. Alright, now so we have the top floor and the bottom floor completed. So we have stairs on both sides. What we want to do now is put pillars. Pillars are not necessary. We don't actually need these. This is purely aesthetics right here. So what I'm going to do is put it here and here. Let's see. Can I put it right here? Oh, I'm going to have to remove these stairs real quick. And then it's going to put a pillar right here. And it's going to put the stairs back. I think I'm going to have to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to have to remove the stairs. So these pillars are just to make it look like it's properly. That one doesn't look pretty good because it's right at the edge. That one, this one too. But let's see. You know what? We're gonna go ahead because it's different for my server. My server doesn't have deterioration, so I'm gonna just go ahead. But most games will. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these edge pieces. There we go. So now we could go ahead and put pillars over here. We're gonna start with the corners. Oops. I want to make sure that it's within the base. Go. Let's put them all at the edges, so just so it looks nice. Now what we could do is just remove all of these stones. I do like having foundations. It's not necessary, but what we could do is just kind of have a foundation around the oil, just so we could build upward, build around it. So I remove these pieces right here. We'll remove all these edge pieces, since these edge pieces won't be able to have columns. This one as well. See, right there. There we go. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. The reason why we're going with columns is because it won't get in the way of once we build all of our facilities. Just going to put a column right here, and then we're going to go ahead and put the stairs right here. There we go. All right, so this is looking a lot nicer now. So a lot more organized. I decided to put glass up here, so I think it looks nicer with glass right over the oil. Eventually that will all be powered. Now here we're going to start working on all of our facilities. So let's see, is it under production? Under production. So the problem right now is we're gonna need more than one lumber. We're gonna have at least 2 lumber and 2 stones, because lumber and stones are gonna be converted into other resources as well. What I'm gonna do is line it up like that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a chest here. So I'm gonna continue with the refineries here, because this holds the most. I usually put it right here in the corner so it has quicker access. Could also put it over here by the stairs, so it's out of the way, so it looks a little bit nicer. But this is purely more function than it is aesthetics. There'll be a little bit of both. Let's just go ahead and toss him out and start building it there. So that's where the wood's gonna be, and then we're gonna just go and put stone on the other side. So it's a little bit. Let's see. It's a little bit balance on both sides. So next we're gonna need stone. Let's go. Where is it? Stone pit. So we're gonna put one here on the side. Try to line up right here. Looks good, and then we'll put one over here as well. Actually, let's do this one first. Put this at first. Try to line up nicely a little bit. Oh, of course, wrong button. Then we're gonna put one on this side as well. There we go, and then we're gonna put a storage over here for stone. But no, you're in the way. There you go. The one thing I'm gonna want to make sure to do, let's see. Oh, he's still building on that one. So we're gonna go on this side first. Now this is gonna be purely lumber. So we're gonna change the settings for this one just for wood. Because we're gonna want overstock in woods, and eventually we're gonna start smelting them down for other resources. So this one over here is gonna be stone. Let's go and smelt this. This is going to swap this to stone. Now from here we can start building all of our other facilities. So we have 2 stone and 2 trees. That should be enough. Now for production wise, we also need to get sulfur. Let's see. I don't think this is gonna fit right here. It does fit. But I think we're going to put it over here. So we have a little bit of space over there for something else. So what we're going to do is put one right here. And then we're going to put one right here. We don't need 2 of these. But for the sake of production, we're just going to overstock. Because once we go AFK, they're going to continuously keep mining. It's better to have more than one than... And so once it gets full, typically they stop. Typically they stop mining. So we want to make sure there's like constant flow. So whenever you end up having to manually do it, there's going to be at least 2 stacks. So right there we have 2 sulfur, and over here we're going to have 2 coal. Let's see. Coal. Right here. Try to keep it on the foundation as best we can. And then we're going to put one up here as well. And then we also need a storage for this one right here. So we're going to put it like here. Just like that as usual. And then we're going to switch these to only ore. Oops. So these ones will only be ore. So I believe sulfur and coal count as ore. We'll let this guy finish and then convert this to ore as well. So these ones might be a little bit mixed. Now over here we can start putting in some of our decorations. So we're going to go ahead and put on this side, because the trees are on this side, we're going to put the stump right here. Put that right there. It looks nice. While that's going on, let's go and swap this to only ore so they don't end up putting random stuff over there. Over here, we're going to go ahead and put our pickaxe right here, just like this. Looks nice. So it's right next to all the ore. That looks good like that. So now we have a lot of our production here. Let's see, where is Anubis? What are you working on? I need you to be building. I don't need you to be mining those stones. Can you please build this? There you go. Go and build that. When he's done with that, I'm gonna need you to build this over here. Now here in the middle, because we have a lot of space right here, we're gonna go ahead and build our, let's see, infrastructure, our large power generator. Let's see. Overlapped with another object. What is going on? Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. What is it? Oh, is it this one? There we go. That looks nice. Let's go and go upstairs real quick so we could... Anubis, go ahead and start building that. It's gonna go upstairs and let's go ahead and fix that roof area. Alright, so it is a lot larger than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be... Let's see. That's the foundation, roof. We could go ahead and cover it now. Is it protruding a little bit? It doesn't look... It looks like there's a little tiny piece right here that's protruding. That should be fine. We're gonna go ahead and put one right there, and maybe we'll put one above it as well. So now we have our lumber, we got our coal, we have our sulfur, and then we have our stone. Now what we're missing is our ore. Now we could go ahead and put our ore down here as well. We actually need... Let's see, ore is actually gonna be really important as well, because ore is used for all of the ingots. So what we're gonna do is... Let's put one storage facility. Let's see. Refined metal ingots. We're going to put this right here. And this is going to be specifically oil. Let's see. I want to put it on this side to keep the other side pretty clean. Let's see. Can I change the setting here? I can't change the setting here yet. But what we're gonna need is a lot of ore. So I kind of want to build the larger ore, but it is absolutely not necessary to build the larger ore. The ore mining site 2. This one is just massive. It takes up a lot of space. The only benefit to it is that it allows more pals to mine from it, and it mines a lot faster. But for the most part, this is gonna be like an AFK build, so we're gonna go with the smaller one. So the more we have, the better. So we're gonna put 4 of them here. One here. Trying to line it up. Trying to line up next to each other. That. And then we're gonna go ahead and put 2 on the other side as well. Go ahead and put it right here. Let's see, where can we line it up? There we go. Slide on over. Let's see. There we go. Good enough. Let's go ahead and pull out some more of our Anubises to get them to help finish building everything. Generator took a while. There we go. So now we're gonna get all of this built. For Anubis, we'll build these really quickly. Alright, so this is basically all of our resource gathering materials all set up. So what we need to do now is a little bit of a change of plans. I'm going to actually build our production area up here. So what I'm going to do is kind of build what I did in the other base is I'm going to build like a general store up here. So we have 2 sets of stairs going up, and now we can start building up here. So what I'm going to do is start building walls. I'm going to build our walls out of... I really do not like the look of the metal, so I think we're just going to keep this one wood. Go ahead and... Actually, no. Let's go ahead and make this glass, because since there's a great view outside, we're going to keep this glass. Let's put the windows all across this side right here. Put the second up here. We're going to leave it open top, just so in case we need to fly in. It doesn't really need to be covered. I think it should be fine. So from here, we're going to go ahead and do our usual stacking of the production lines. So the way we do it, we actually don't have any berries. So, you know, I'll be right back. I need to go gather some berries. All right, now that we've gathered some berries, we're going to go ahead and do our stacking trick. So what we need to do is build this table right here. Let's see, right here looks good. We actually need Anubis to start building. Get Anubis up here. We need to build this 4 stacks high. On there. There you go. And then 1 more. That looks good. So this should be a lot easier to do since there isn't something blocking like last time. I'm gonna go and face it this direction so I have a little bit of leeway to back up. This actually might be too close. I might actually need to back up a little bit sooner. Or it's fine. We'll give it a try from here first. So as usual, I'm gonna put the weapons at the top because that's the one I use the least. I only make weapons every so often. So this actually looks like a pretty good spot right here. I'm just gonna go take a look to see if it's kind of protruding through the glass. I think it's fine. It looks nice. Looks good. Just gonna go ahead and move on, and then we're gonna go ahead and build the spheres production. The sphere assembly line. There we go. Let's see. That line up nicely. Looks good. Let's just double check. It's actually far back. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel this one. And we're going to try it again. Let's go and get the spheres line. I do want to make this one look a little bit nicer. Let's see. There we go. Try lining it up. Go further out. To the left. That looks good. There we go. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Alright, let's just put this back. That was an accident. Go and build that. Let's go ahead and rebuild the spears line. Hey Anubis, I need you to move. So I'm gonna back up as much as I can. That looks good. It's a little... That should be fine. Then we could go ahead and demolish these ones, and now we could go ahead and put the assembly line here at the bottom. I really think stacking it is the best way to do it because it feels a little bit more organized and it takes a lot less space. let's see, let's put that right there. Right, that looks good. So now we have a 3 stack here. Then as usual, I'm gonna go ahead and put our foundation right over here, our glass roof and stairs, just so we can reach the top part a lot easier. There we go. So this is basically easier access to the weapon bench. Now down here, what I usually like to do is put a storage. Put a large storage here, and this is where we're gonna put a lot of our materials. So all the stuff that we're crafting. Actually, I need to demolish this first. So I'm gonna put 3 of them right here. Let's see. There we go. And then we could kind of align it to this one. There we go. Now we have 3 of them. Going to put the top foundation back on. There we go. So this is basically going to be for all of the materials, because you could stand over here and then click on it as well. So all of the materials that we're going to need. So gunpowder, nails, all of the carbon fiber. I don't know why there's 2 carbon fibers. Lightweight. Oh, this one's out of coal. Okay, so all of this stuff we could build and transfer over here. Same thing with the ammunitions and extra weapons. We could all put it right there. So there's all of that. So what we're gonna do, and you know, unless I could hear you collecting rocks, I don't need you building. Can you please build these over here? In that corner right there. Now, additionally to all of that, we're gonna go ahead and put the window ones as well. I think all the windows are gonna be facing that direction. Put walls on this side. There we go. And from here, we're gonna go ahead and put all of our other facilities as well. So we're here. What we're gonna need is, let's see, what else? We need an electric work medicine bench. Here we're gonna go ahead and just align it, as well as a repair facility. Let's go and put this one over here. Do that, and then we also need a pal gear bench. I don't want to center it. I think it's too close to that, so I'm gonna put it towards the edge over here. This way is the front. This way is the front, I believe. Put it right there. The repair one, I think I'm gonna move the repair one just to where it's not too close to the other ones. We're gonna put it right here. See, this is the front. There we go. The medicine's also close to all of these as well, so he's gonna be able to work here as well. So we could just move this over that way, just as long as we've built. So we're gonna go ahead and continue putting all of our windows over here. Put that there. So basically, I believe over here we're just gonna start just putting walls up. There we go. So now we have all of that set. So this is basically all of our production that we're gonna need. Now over here, what I'm gonna put is all of the additional production stuff that we need that I don't think should go downstairs. Let's go and put our windows here. I can put in these 2. Then I'm gonna put on this one right here. Then I'm gonna put the rest glass wall. That looks really nice out here. I really do like this Better Night mod. It does make it look nicer, but I think that's one of the reasons why my game's been crashing, because I have the two modes. I have the fast travel anywhere, and then I also have the Better Night lights. It looks so much nicer, especially with the world tree. This looks really nice. All right, now we're going back to this. Let's go ahead and start building our additional production facilities. I'm gonna go ahead and build the ice one just because we may or may not use it, but we're gonna at least have it in case we do need it. So let's see if that's good enough. Is that protruding? Nope. Looks good. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and build the rock crusher as well, right here. So I'm gonna put it right next to it. So actually, I'm gonna build 2 of these. So I'm gonna build one right here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I can build like right here. One right there, and then we're gonna put one on this side as well. Now this is specifically gonna be for palladium, because palladium is very important as well. So here we're gonna also put a storage unit. We're gonna put this shelf right here. It's gonna try to just like put it somewhere in the middle. Maybe we'll angle it. Nope, let's not angle it. Let's see. Just put it right here. That looks good. And that's gonna be for palladium. So there's This one that actually has quite a bit of stuff we could do. This one we could also use for souls. I mostly use it for palladium, but yeah. So this is also used for fiber as well. So fiber is gonna be pretty important. So here, let's see. Is there anything I could put? I believe palladium is considered an ore. I'll have to double check this one, but I don't want them putting random stuff in here. But I'll have to double check on what it is. So we'll take care of that a little bit later. So that's our rock crushers for palladium. This is our ice one just for in case. And then over here, let's go ahead and I kind of want to set up down here just to make it a little bit easier. Let's see if there's a good place to set it up. You know, there's a good spot right here. So we're going to go ahead and put our, let's see, our electric furnaces right here. Right next to this one. So maybe right here. So it's going to be on both sides of this. There we go. So all of our ingots could go into here with the oil. So I'm going to go and change this setting. So this is going to be ingots and oil. Now I believe oil is considered an ore. I'd have to double check. What I'm going to do is go ahead and get my Orzurk out. Let's see. Alright, so I set up my Orzurk. So he's going to go ahead and start powering this. We're gonna see if one Orzurk is gonna be enough to power all 4 of them. I believe one should be fine as long as he's focused on the generator. But I want to go ahead and get these 4 started because oil is such a huge issue or resource that needs to be gathered. So now we have 2 furnaces. Let's see what else do we need. I believe that is all of the production facilities that we're going to need. Other than the mill, that's going to be where we put all the food. So we got plenty of ore production. We have plenty of every production. Alright, so I believe that's everything we need for this. We also have quite a bit of space up here, upstairs. So what we're going to do is go ahead and put our pal beds. So this is all of our production. So it's all lined up nicely. And then over here, let's go ahead and start putting our PAL stuff, our infrastructure. So we want to make sure that they're well taken care of. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put one over here. Well, it is in the way of the stairs, so let's see. I'm going to put one here. Let's see. One right here. And flip it over and then put one right here. There you go. And then we're just going to go ahead and put our beds around it. Go ahead. Let's cancel this one for a sec. So what I want to do is kind of align it. There's actually a way we can align it nicely is I'm going to build a wall right here. Not right there. I'm going to build a wall right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and align the tile bed to the wall. From here, I'm just going to keep going out. Trying to make sure that they're all aligned pretty nicely. Okay, I realize I'm doing a little too much. Let's go ahead and grab some more of our Lucarios. Put them all in here. Because you can only place so many things to build at the same time before it starts destroying the previous build. Let's go put this high quality back in here. Is it facing the right direction? Yes, it is. There, looks good. Alright, let's see. We got 9 beds. Let's go ahead and continue building beds. I'm gonna hold the line button as well. Just gonna keep going around this. Good. Let's see. There we go. So I believe that's more than 15. That's 16. Alright, that looks good. So we have one extra bed. Let's go and get rid of corner one. I want to get rid of this corner one as well. Or we could go ahead and break this because we don't need it anymore. Now up here, what we also need is our monitoring stand. So we also need our monitoring stand. We're going to put this right here. So it has kind of like overlook. We're going to put our statue of power right over here at the overlook. There we go. And then on this side, we could put our power condenser. Let's see. Actually, we kind of want to shove it here in the corner. Let's see if it fits over here. Alright, I grabbed some ancient Civ parts so I could go ahead and start putting this right here. Let's see, where is our front section of it? There's our front section of it. We kind of shove it in the corner right here. Let's see. How far in the corner can we get it? There you go, that looks good. So this is kind of a tight corner over here. So what we're going to do is put our statue of power onto the other side. Put it over here. Let's see, statue of power. Put it on this side. There we go. And then we also need our alarm bell. Here. I don't expect to be fighting a lot over here. It should be fairly quiet. Over at the beach, this is when all the pals are much more aggressive. So we're actually going to change one setting here. So what I want him to do is no handiwork. Charging is fine, and transportation is fine as well. So what we also need up here is going to be our food. So I want to put our food at the bottom because that's where everyone's working. This upstairs is where they sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and put this. It's best to put this centered in the area. I'm going to put it over, I'm going to put it over here. So nicer look over here. What we're going to do is build, let's see, the cold food box. Alright, so for the next section over here, I know I was going to put the cold food box over here, but I actually want to put it closer to the food, or our food production side, because it is considered our fridge as well. So what I'm going to do is probably, let's go ahead and build it right here. That looks good. And then we're going to have to put food in there. So actually, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab some food. Alright, I fill it up with some Mod chowder. That's the best one you could do for food, for work speed, because it keeps them full faster. What is going on? How much are you eating? Alright, well, that was unexpected. Alright, so for over here, we're going to go ahead and start building our food production. So all of our plantations here, we're going to go ahead and stack them. I'm going to stack them 4 high because I want a lot more production out of it. So let's see, we're going to start right here. Let's kind of figure out how we can do this. So what I want to do is put the berry. Let's go ahead and actually start with one of the larger ones. So we'll go build this here. You need to build 3 of them. You need to remove Anubis. There you go. So build 3 of them. Now we're gonna go ahead and what I want to do is actually put everyone away. As much as I want them continuing to work, I need to put all of our Anubises away because they're going to get in our way for this. I'm just gonna, I'll find them later, but go ahead and do that. Put Lucario away. Right now, all I want is power. Get the oil going. Over here, we're gonna start with our food production. Let's see. Should be under food. We're gonna start with not berries. We want to do berries last. So we're gonna put this here first. So that looks good. There we go. Get some more wheat. Try to line it up nicely. Go. Step forward a little bit. There we go. So now we have 3 of those. So what I want to do is put the berries here in the back section because it is smaller, and then we could put the other 3 around it just to save space. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and build additional furniture. Let's get our benches back. Put it right here. I want it straight. So right here looks good. One Anubis. Go ahead and build it. One more. And there's the last one. And we'll put you away for now so we could go ahead and start building our berries. Here we go. There we go. It looks kind of oddly stacked, but that's gonna work out. So now we have the berries right there. Now what we want to do, we don't really want to block the stairs too much. So we're gonna kind of adjust over here a little bit. So let's go ahead and just to like figure out space wise. Let's see how much space we have. So if I put it right here, so it's gonna be right here. I think this is a good spot, and then we're gonna put one next to it as well. So first thing we need to do is build our wooden benches. Just gonna put it right here. Oh, it's building it from far away. There we go. Build that last one. Put you away. Now food-wise, we already did wheat. Now we need to do tomatoes. Trying to line up with this right here. There we go. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Try to aim at the bench. And then one more. Now we can get those built. So we're just kind of stacking it all up over here. Doesn't look the nicest, but this is gonna be the most efficient. Just kind of waiting for him to finish building everything. Almost done. Go and build this bench. Oh. There we go. Now we're just kind of waiting for him to build everything. So go ahead and build this last one, please. There we go. Now let's go put him away. So now we could build our last of our food production. So right here, it looks like it's overlapping a little bit. That's fine. I don't think that's gonna be a big issue. It does still fit, so I don't think it's too much of a problem. Let's see. Alright, so maybe it is a problem. So can I cancel this? There we go. Put the bench back. Get that built. Now doing our last food production over here, let's just go ahead and back up a little bit. Let's make sure it's not overlapping with any of the other structures. I think that looks good. Let's see. There we go. Oh, that's a little off. That's fine. Let's put the last one on the ground. So there we go. So that is all of our food production right here. So we could just go ahead and climb up here. You can see everything is 4 stacked up. So they're gonna go ahead. So at least this is a lot more efficient. So basically when they plant or water, they're basically watering all in one spot so they don't have to run around. So that's starting to look good. So all of our food production's right here. Now what we could do over here is go ahead and build our mills over here. So we're gonna need at least 2. So let's see, the border is right there. We're gonna go ahead and let's see. So right there, let's kind of angle a little bit. There we go. And our food box is right here. So what I'm gonna want to do is move our food box over closer to this area right here. I think that should be fun actually. We're just gonna keep it right there. Let's see. I think that looks good right now. So what we also need here is to build our kitchen. So I'm gonna build a kitchen over here on this area. We keep all of our production people closer to each other and it's close to the food box. So actually, no, there's a little good spot right here. Let's build our kitchen right here in the corner. This right here I think is fine. I'm going to angle it this way so whenever they're working, they're going to be facing the front of it. So they're not going to be in the stairs. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So now there's a food production right there as well. Actually, let's move it closer. Wait, can you stop making that? We're going to build it closer to here to the front. There we go. We're going to build it right there. That looks good right there. So I believe that is all the food that we're going to need. So just double checking everything here. It looks like it looks good. We have our food fridge right here. We actually need a pal. I'll put a pal in later to keep it cool. So now we have a kitchen. We have our mills. We have everything we need for food production. Alright, so one thing I forgot to build is the ranch. So that's something we're gonna need for milk, eggs, honey, additional food resources. So we're just gonna build over here. It's gonna build it closer to the edge. You know, let's go on the other side. See, maybe build it this way. Just so I could see where the edge is. There we go. I do have the resources in my inventory already because I built and canceled it. But I want to just try to line up towards the edge. Alright, Licoria, I need you to not be here. There we go. Go and build that right there. And realistically, we only need one ranch. I don't think we need more than one. We could always build the second one if needed. We do have plenty of space right here. So now we have all of our food production set up. Now what we're going to put on this side here is a breeding. Breeding pit, it's actually pretty large. It takes up a lot of space. Now with this one, we could let's see. Maybe I'll do it the same way. Actually, I don't have the resources in my inventory for it, so I'm just going to try to line it up best I can towards the edge of the base. That looks good. Still within the base. That looks really good. There we go. And typically, I'm going to want 2 breeding pits. So I'm going to put a second one right here. Try to line it up. Let's see. Where's the edge? There's the edge. Put it right there. This one's kind of in the ground. That's kind of weird, but still works. Let's go ahead and see if I can redo that. Let's see if I could elevate it. I don't think it's gonna be able to be elevated because of the hill. Hill's a little bit off. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and build this into the ground like that. We could still reach it. It's still fine. It still works. There we go. So we do have access to this right here. We can still fit. And they won't be able to get stuck on these fences. So now we have all of our production, we have all of our food, and now we have our breeding. Over here, now the only thing we're missing is our incubators. So for now, I'm just going to use these ones. Ideally, I would upgrade to the electric ones, but that requires a lot of cores. So I have a fair amount of cores, but not enough to completely fill this up. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and build these and make sure he builds some of it. Let me go ahead and get some more Anubises to help build. There's somewhere over here. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and build more on this side as well. Roughly I get 6 on each side. I do a lot of mass breeding just to make sure I have a lot of 4-star pals taking care of the base. But there we go. So now we have at least, let's see, we have 12, let's see, 6. Okay, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. We have 20, but I did 5 on each side. I didn't space it up properly, so I think that's good. I think that should be fine. So this is basically the foundation of the base. So let's go and take an overlook. Before I go on and decorate it, try to make it a little bit more aesthetics, we could just take a look over here. So over here, we have all of our production in one area. We have the production stuff on the top and then all the mining at the bottom. Nothing on top. So the top part's basically for us. The bottom part is for all of our pals. This is where everyone's going to be working. Over here, we have all of our farming equipment. We have a food box right here. It's kind of centralized so all the pets can get to it. And it's like in the open area so no one's going to get stuck. We have all of our breeding on this side as well as our ranch. And now we still have a little bit of space over here to work with. We don't have much to put in it. Alright, so the last things that we want to go ahead and build that we forgot to build is all of these right here. So we're going to need to put these somewhere. Now, we have plenty of different spaces. We're going to go ahead and like hide them in the corner. Let's go ahead and put a snowman right here. I'm just going to be hiding stuff around the base. Let's go put this right here. What else are we missing? Flame right there. And let's go to the other side. Let's go and put the other stuff here as well. Put a lot of our smaller stuff here. So the flower bed could be put right here. I might rearrange these later. Toolbox. Silo's kind of big. We're gonna put that out here. And then the water fountain, we're just gonna put that over here. Right in the middle. That looks good. And I believe that is everything that we need. Up, we need our electric pylon. Let's go and shove this over here. Alright, so I believe that is everything we need. Aside from the decorations, since we have everything we need. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look around. Let's see. There's all of our production. There's everything we need in one base. So what I'm gonna do is go and probably empty out the storage, put it into all the different storages that's surrounding our area. Try to keep all the resources at the bottom, and upstairs, up here we'll be able to craft anything we need as long as we have all the resources. Alright, one thing I forgot to build is a PAL disassembler. So we're gonna go ahead and build a foundation over here because I want to build it on a flat ground. So let's see, we have space right here, so we're gonna build it like right closer to the edge. Let's see, where's the edge? Right there. Alright, that might have been a little too much towards the edge, but we could go ahead and line it up with these. Let's go ahead and actually redo this. Because we're gonna have to do this at an angle because of the ranch over there. So we're gonna go build it like an angle, maybe that. I want to make sure it stays within the base. It does block this a little bit, so let's go ahead and build it right here. I think this is gonna look nice right here. Let's see. What I want to make sure is the edge is on the platform. Let's see. Does that stay on? That actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty centered. Now I'm gonna go ahead and build stairs here. Go and move out the way. There we go. Don't think we could build it here in the corner. Go and build it right here. No, it doesn't look like we could build it because it is blocked by these things right here. We have 2 stairs in the middle. Go over here, and then we could just hang out in this corner here in case we need to disassemble anyone. So that would be all the production that we would need for the base. Go and take a quick overview. So this is our all-in-one base. Thanks everyone for watching. Goodbye.